fun. Oh, girls just wanna have.
Welcome back to episode 14 of Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Girls Gone Sports. Oh, it's a podcast about sports. Hey, Santina.
Hey, Jeanine.
How are you?
How good are you?
Good. You know, there's just been so much happening. The NFL wants to throw out their schedule, then the NBA in the playoffs, and then
Mike Malone throwing a tantrum.
it's just how do you ever wrap your mind around that?
Well, I think this person here today will help us heal all of that bad stuff that's been happening.
I agree. So for our listeners out there, surprise, we have a special guest on today's episode of Girls Gone Sports Podcast. We have Santina's brother, Joe. Yay! Joe is the kind of guy, you're going to sit down and talk sports with him. He knows his stuff. He has his credentials. Literally, some wings, some pizza. He's going to give it to you straight, and he's going to tell you the answers. So we thought, why not have him on the podcast? Because, we have questions all the time.
We know some stuff.
We know something-ish about sports, but
he knows more-ish.
He knows more-ish than we do, probably. Well, we could test him on that later.
Pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Well, we're super excited. Please, everyone, wherever you are, give a nice round of applause. A Girls Gone Sports welcome to Joe.
Joe,
Joe, thank you so much for joining us here on Girls Gone Sports Podcast. How you feeling today?
Wonderful.
Is this kind of weird? Because you're so used to listening to it, now you're here.
Right.
Somewhat.
He's a little shy.
Guys, don't worry. We'll break him in. We'll break him into a show. Well, Joe, we have a couple questions for you, about your sports teams, how you feeling, maybe technical questions. We're really going to dive deep into your mind and see what that sports noggin really has to say.
That's sports brain.
Our first question for you, Joe. So every time we have a guest, which has only been once,
consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, we want you to tell us, favorite sports teams. Do you have a favorite memory of sports? What about sports makes you want to be just a crucial fan?
Mm-hmm. Start with your favorite sports teams. Football?
My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Okay. Who influenced you to like them?
Uncle Frank and Uncle Rob.
Nice. Basketball?
The New York Knicks.
Woo! Shout out Knicks.
We talk about them a lot.
And Joe, sports, right? We all love it. But what's your why for sports? What made you really be this is my thing and I'm really enjoying this?
Competition.
Nice.
He
is very competitive. Yeah. He's a big sore loser.
I am probably the biggest sore loser you'll ever encounter.
Yeah.
But then when you win, do you get really excited?
Nah, I expect it.
No, he gets excited and he's like this, I'm the greatest.
And then I could lose 10 times in a row and I'll still think I'm better than you.
Wow. You know who you should work for? Who? You should work for maybe the Commanders or the Cardinals teams, the Giants, the Bears. And then if you're happy with losing, the
Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't like losing. I would belittle them.
He would.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of Cowboys, right? You're a fan, diehard fan of the Cowboys, correct?
Yeah.
What do you guys call it? Cowboys Nation, ride or die? What's the slogan?
America's team.
I don't partake in any of that. I just root for the team.
You don't mess with the.
Nah.
Except every time they lose, he's like, "This isn't my team anymore."
Well, if you want to come to the Bills, so we're always taking people.
It's one team I can never root for.
Wow, why not? You're from New York and you like the Knicks.
They should just move to Toronto.
I know they have the Toronto Raptors and Blue Jays. Not sure about football.
See, the thing about the Bills is, I like the players.
Right.
They got some good players there, but those fans, not people I know.
Not you, Jeanine.
But
the tables.
Those dummies that just sit outside the stadium and
Me.
jump through tables and
I don't
light
think you
tables on fire.
And what's the one guy who gets ketchup and mustard poured?
It's ketchup and mustard.
I hate that. That for me, that is the one thing I don't like. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? What a waste.
But listen, I take that over these dummies jumping through tables.
Yeah.
You'd rather have the ketchup and mustard rather than jump through
I'm
a table?
just not a fan of these idiots, these drunken fools that are just jumping
Drunken
through tables.
fools.
Yeah.
You'll see Jeanine next year jump through a table.
I'm going to.
Jeanine,
Through a
please don't do that.
table?
I will. One day.
Please.
One day.
You're way too smart for that.
Thank you. Well, okay, so back to Dallas Cowboys, right? So how would you compare the fan culture in basketball to that of football? Do you feel like there's any similarities or differences, like in your personal experience as a fan of both sports?
I think fans can be pretty dumb sometimes because they can be delusional.
Yeah.
They fail to realize that these people out there are the best of the best. And I get it. You get lost in it and you want to root, which is fine. But when you start calling these guys bums, like I would appreciate if they clarify it by saying they're bums compared to their peers.
Ooh,
Nice.
hey,
Instead
That
of
was
just calling them a
good.
bum.
that was a good read, right? Because I mean, as it's so easy for us as fans to sit at home and watch these people play on the screen and get so emotionally connected. Be like, you should have done this, you should have done that, and then we gotta kind of have to step back and be like, they're the professionals,
Calling them idiots.
right? I get mad, and I do it too.
a lot at little Joey's games, and then I get yelled at. I'm like, these kids are so stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
We're just trying to help them. We're just trying to be coaches.
Put
in the
me on the
stands.
court. Joe, that was a really good line you just did there.
Yeah, the what did you say? The bums at home or
Wait,
something?
compared to the peers, what did you say?
We call them bums, but if we're going to call them bums, we should clarify that we're calling them bums when we're comparing them to their peers.
That's really good.
Someone get that tattoo.
Like when Dak Prescott is failing to come through in the playoffs for
Right.
the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I hear fans refer to him as a bum, and he
Right.
is a bum at that moment compared to the succeeding quarterbacks.
Leave
Right.
Dak alone.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dak's better than pretty much
Well, if you
all
had,
normal human beings that play football.
yeah, I like him.
Well,
I
like
Dak.
but like the fans, do you think football fans are crazier than basketball fans, or do you think it's vice versa, or kind of on the equal playing field? Because usually people kind of like both sports.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with football fans being dumber because they look like they just have no brains, and I think the NBA fans go for like more of a swag, like they try appearing cooler
Yeah,
than what
me.
they really are.
Me with my champion hoodie and Crocs. I'm untouchable.
Champion used to be $10. Now they're like $60. So we are
Yeah,
cool.
I'm like, and remember the Thrasher shirts, and then they were like $50, whatever, $30 shirts. We put holes in them. Like,
Oh, you did? I don't think I've ever.
I did. That was like a thing, putting holes in them.
Yeah. Okay, so if we want to continue on with the Knicks, if you could bring back one former Knicks player in their prime to join today's team, who would it be and why?
That's a really good
To
question.
join today's team,
Yeah.
I have to go with Melo.
That's what I was going to say. Carmelo
Melo.
Anthony.
Talk to us, Joe. What about him that makes him stand out to you?
Melo's a mid-range god. He can operate in the mid-range and dominate, and he also can extend it to the three-point line and
Hey,
drop buckets, and he's pretty much one of the greatest offensive players to
Wow.
play basketball.
Who would you compare him to today?
To today,
Or, no, former NBA legend. Who would you compare him to?
well, I mean, I consider him a legend, so I'm not going to compare him to a former NBA
Older legend.
I don't know. I mean, he has just a complete different game. Like people today, like there's Pablo
Troy
Banchero.
Bolton.
Nah, not Troy Bolton.
I thought that was a good joke.
He's that's Zac Efron, right?
Yeah, that was good connection. Good connection. Like so, Melo, right? Well, do you remember like what his average like points per game record was?
His average points per game record.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you, but I know he led the league. He was scoring champ
Wow.
one of the years with the Knicks.
Wow.
He went to Syracuse?
3 to the dome. Freshman took it to the chip. Won a chip.
Wait, really?
Yeah, as a freshman,
Does his son go there?
no. I don't know if he committed there, but I know his son's pretty decent.
Nice.
Little JoJo got him though.
Shout out to
so?
you, Joey. So you would pick him to join back to the Knicks if that was your choice.
Yeah, he'd fit the team pretty good.
And well, now we're talking about current players, okay? So we just did past, now current. Which current Knicks player do you think has the most potential to become a franchise legend, and what makes them stand out to you?
I think that's a pretty easy answer. It's Jalen
Jalen
Brunson.
Brunson.
But it's Brunson, not Brunson. Brunson.
Number 11.
Emphasize the him, because he is him. He's a mid-range guy, too.
Capitalize.
He's nasty off
3 to
both
the
feet.
dome.
No, that's Melo. But he can shoot off either foot. His footwork is pretty sick and nasty.
We talked about it last episode that he recently has, he's like the fourth basketball player to have he broke some kind of record with.
Was it 40
he won
points?
like 3 straight games with 40 points.
Yeah. And
That's insane.
Yeah, with MJ in them.
yeah, I feel like he's really
Michael Jackson.
Yep, I heard that last
I feel
podcast.
like Jalen Brunson right now for the Knicks is like really, really helping them out, really taking them. He's their MVP.
Yeah, he is, but the motor and the heart, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, he just runs nonstop up and down the court and bounds.
Yeah. 2 games ago, he played the whole entire game.
Really?
Yeah. Coach
Gotta be
Tibbs
really
didn't take him out.
tired.
We sort of have to now because we're just have nothing but injuries on the team.
There's a lot
Do
of
you
injuries.
think it's because they play him for so long?
Could be just bad luck that Joel Embiid, we seen the first round pull down
Boo.
Mitchell Robinson.
Ooh.
He was sitting there whining. I mean, I still think Joel Embiid's nasty, but I don't really like him anymore.
Nothing
He's
like
soft.
Brunson.
Yeah.
Him. What about DiVincenzo?
Hey.
Big Ragu.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's been doing really good recently with the 3-pointers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's really been carrying
That's
us.
Mom's favorite player, Beans.
Yeah. Usually Beans, that's me. Sorry, guys.
Well, let me ask you a question, Joe. If Jalen Brunson is him, then how come other different sports players are saying I'm him as well? So who's the true him?
They're all
It's
liars.
just to make them
God.
feel good about themselves.
Well, then I'm her.
It's self-motivating, yeah.
I'm she.
I'm her. I'm she.
I am that girl.
I am she. I love that.
I found out actually that a couple weeks ago that Jalen Brunson's dad was a coach on the team.
Yeah, assistant coach. He looks just like him.
Also, the
Good
Knicks
old Rick.
coach looks like our Uncle Robert.
Yep.
he is.
He also
Coach
looks like,
Tibbs.
He also looks like Al Capone.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe we could get him
And
on the
if you hear him
podcast.
talk, he's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." Sounds just like Al Capone.
need to play more. Oh, sorry. No.
Run.
This kind of sounds like Yoda, though.
Yoda.
Play more, you will.
He comes out.
Play more now. Oh my god. Well, Joe. Okay. So we're going back. We're going back down down
Breathing.
down east.
No.
I have asthma, so
Well, then you would be a good coach. You could just hang on the sidelines.
You would just need a couple inhalers.
that'd be it well.
Well, okay, so we're going back to the Cowboys, right? Going back down south. The Cowboys have had some, iconic players over the years. Who is your all-time favorite Cowboy, and what is it about their player personality that resonates with you?
Dang, that's a good question.
Can we guess first?
It's tough though. Yeah, you could take I like. It's just tough for me to have like a favorite player, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say Tony Romo.
Ooh,
Wait,
that was a
don't
good
tell me,
one.
don't tell me,
I
don't
love
tell me.
Tony Romo.
Who was
Dolly Parton.
Carrie Underwood?
I love Tony Romo. That's Romo.
Rumor.
He's such a good what's that
Quarterback?
word? No.
Analyst, play-by-play commentator.
Yeah, well, the commentator when
Oh yeah, he's good. He's good. Okay, who's the other guy I'm trying to think of? I think I had a shirt with him on it. He won the Heisman. No.
Is he young or old?
No, he's older. Oh my god, it's fine. Say your player.
Jerry Rice.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite player would probably be Des Bryant.
That's who I'm thinking of. Des
Yeah,
Bryant.
I
That's
like
who I'm
his
thinking
attitude.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't soft. He was always angry when he failed. I sort of could relate to that. When I fail, I get angry.
And is there any of his records that jump out to you as a fan? Like, did he have a certain amount of this? Did he have a certain amount of yardage?
Well, I believe he's the all-time Cowboys touchdown leader as far as receptions.
That's pretty. Was he a wide receiver?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Do you think he
Throw
could
up the X.
someday be the coach?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think he has coaching like material?
No, I mean, he can motivate people, but like, coaching's pretty tough. You got to manage people. You got to stay composed.
I didn't realize how many coaches are coaches like involved in a team.
Right. There's
There's the offensive, defensive, the head coach. Then like there's people.
Position coaches.
right.
And
Special. What's it called? Special
teams.
The special team
There's
coaches.
people. Are those the ones in the booth? The special teams, or
coordinators usually coach from up top or on the field.
Isn't special teams like kicker and punter?
Yeah, special teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when they do their summer like training kind of thing, they all kind of sometimes go into different rooms and like work one-on-one or whatever
that's
on
when
the
they're with
coaches.
Position coaches.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Didn't Dante go over this with you guys?
yeah.
We're just restating it for the people who are listening.
Something-ish about
Thank
sports.
you.
All right, Joe.
Thank
We're
you.
just restating it for the friends at home.
Joe, don't call us bums. We're your peers.
You're right.
Wait, Joe, who do you think is the most underrated coach right now in the NFL?
The most underrated coach in the NFL.
Can't say Cowboys.
Nah, Mike McCarthy is not underrated. Sometimes he's overrated.
Oh. Sorry, Mike.
The most underrated coach. I think, I don't know if he's underrated. It's just I don't really pay much attention. But Matt LaFleur in Green Bay is a pretty good coach.
Oh, okay. What about the Jaguars?
Oh, Doug Peterson.
I mean, we beat the Cowboys, beat
No,
the Bills.
Doug Peterson is a good coach. You know
Thank
what?
you.
It's a good call.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Sean
Thanks.
McDermott's pretty good.
A coach I do like is Antonio Pierce.
Who's that?
He's the new coach of the Raiders.
Oh, what's the team that Tom Brady bought?
Tom Brady's part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Did you watch his roast? It was pretty funny.
I did watch some of the roast. Yeah, I like some of the jokes.
That Nikki girl was funny.
She was funny.
Nikki Glazer.
Yeah,
Those
she
are
was
pretty
really
good
funny.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fun with the Knicks. Well.
No, we were
Oh
talking about
God,
the
the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah.
There's so much sports. We don't even know what's going on.
So
Okay,
much.
Knicks, Cowboys, blah blah. Game day traditions. Do you have? I personally know all of them. Do you have like for football? Do you have a tradition that like, or what is it called? Like a superstition that you think's like gonna help you win the game,
No,
or like
we
what do you
just-
do to prepare?
I just sit in the same spot.
But
We eat
so that's
lunch,
ritual.
We eat lunch before the game.
Nice Sunday
12
lunch.
o'clock lunch. and
What
then-
if what if it's an 8:00 game?
Ugh.
Oh, well,
Dessert?
still eat lunch, and then we just sit around and watch the Red Zone, watch the Bears for Pops.
Yeah.
I got Caleb Williams.
I'm really
Nice.
excited for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty good.
He's gonna. I'm hoping he does good stuff for the Bears and helps them out a little bit.
Good receiving core.
They'll go to the Super Bowl one day. Playoffs.
That's
We'll
what
be
Dad
there.
says. No, they're gonna go this year. That's what Dad was be saying.
Yeah. He said that the past
the
how
Super
many
Bowl.
years he's been. We're going to Super Bowl, Santina. My Uncle Frank. So if there's like an 8:00 game, he'll be here till like for like 9:30 a.m. all the way until the game's done.
I gotta do that with you.
Yeah, he comes over, has his cup of coffee, asks us how our week was, sits there and he gets all pumped up, and then we have our. Well, he has to stop and get the bread on the way here,
Right.
Sunday bread, and then
So for Sundays, we have lunch. What do you think? What pasta meal brings you the most luck for a Cowboys game?
there's no luck.
Joke. Okay, what plate would
yeah.
you want?
What play? I'm gonna go down to some lasagna.
I knew it. Oh my God, lasagna's so good. Okay, what about the Knicks? What do you do for them?
Sit in the same spot in the house.
Pray.
I
Jalen Brunson,
don't
if you
pray.
hear us.
I just sit there and just watch, and I try not to talk garbage about them.
Yeah.
I fail at that. I end up talking. I'm one of those idiots that be like, "Oh, they suck."
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's just effort.
Yeah, I could never do it. That's too much.
If you ever watch some games, especially the NBA, just watch what teams trying harder, because everyone's nasty and they all have skill, but
Me.
it really just comes down to who puts out the most effort.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's trying to get that slam dunk?
Yeah, not playing lazy. Not even slam dunks, just not being lazy and moving their feet.
But who's also trying to get that slam dunk? Because I like to see those.
Those are pretty.
We talked about someone. Oh, was it? Who was the one who did the under the leg?
Oh, from the
Obi.
from the
Yeah.
Pacers, right? He did the
Fulman Nick, yep.
he did the under the leg.
Obi Toppin, dunk champion.
that's right. The name sounded familiar.
I could do that too,
Wow.
right now. Give me a ball in a court. Well, Joe, quick question. If you could create a dream matchup between any Cowboys team from the past and a current NFL team, who would you choose?
Is it just for my liking or just like it'd probably be entertaining to fans? Like,
I feel maybe like,
am I being a promoter? Am I trying to market this game to the public?
yeah, you want this game to be like everyone's got to be there.
All right, so I'm gonna go with
The hand on the
He's getting stressed, guys.
probably. I'll go with the 90. I'll go with the 95 Cowboys when they won the Super Bowl because the 92 and 93 are when we beat the Bills.
Sorry, Jeanine.
You know, I was still young, but 95 I could like understand football a little bit better.
Who was
I'll go
on
with
there? Who
that
were like
team.
some key players?
Oh, well, we had Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, the triplets.
Michael
which
Irvin,
everyone
yep.
talks about. Larry Allen, Deion Sanders was on the team.
Oh, Deion Sanders.
Larry
Love him.
Brown,
Yes, yeah.
Larry Brown was MVP of the Super Bowl.
Nice.
He was a bum, but he was a bum to his peers.
Mm.
But he had a real good game. And then we had Darren Woodson, Leon Lett. We just had a really good team.
That's a dream team right there.
Yeah.
You got hit after hit after hit. Kind of reminds me of like the 2000 Steelers defense, like
they were
Palomalu and all
pretty
those.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
And then, so who would you match that team? So the 95 Cowboys against what current NFL team would you want to put them up against?
Oh, well, I just want to see Patrick Mahomes play every Sunday, so I'd probably just put him against the Chiefs.
And just
And
see,
Travis Kelce.
Yep.
you gonna let him do it in Arrowhead, or you want him down home, down south, like Dallas?
I mean, Dallas could travel, so
Right.
I think we got the advantage, but we'll take them.
What's the Cowboy Stadium called?
It used to be AT&T. So I don't know. I think he sold the naming rights to it, but it's in Arlington.
You've been there.
I think it's just AT&T. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
It looks like a nice stadium.
I've been to the Buffalo Bills Stadium, and I've been
Trash.
to. Hey, we all have opinions. I didn't smash our Cowboys.
Listen, we were talking about how nice the Cowboys Stadium is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a legit fact. I'm not lying about this. While you're partaking in nachos or any type of snack that you want, say you miss your mouth and you drop some of it on the floor. Within like 2 seconds, there's like 7 people there sweeping up, cleaning up.
Really,
It's
Jeanine? We should
Really?
test it one day.
pristine. It's so clean. There's like a gallery in there.
Are the bathrooms?
Hey guys, we're
Oh,
gonna be doing a YouTube challenge.
the bathrooms are phenomenal. It's not like that trout that they have in Buffalo. You gotta go to the
Joe
bathroom.
really does not like.
Joe,
the
you're really
Bills.
testing the waters here.
Sorry.
Oh,
Opinions.
Gene, this has been a long
Sorry, Bills
hatred.
Mafia.
Well, we did.
Bums.
They talked about.
We
they
did
talked
make it
about
farther in the playoff than you guys did. So let's back off.
Guys,
Yes, you got a good
please,
team.
the Jaguars still beat both of you.
Hey, we had jet lag. We should go to the AT&T Stadium and do a how much food can we drop challenge. Chili dog, cotton candy, popcorn, slushy,
Chicken finger, Dippin' Dots are the best. Carbs ribs, pizza. Are the bathrooms nice?
Dude, they're real nice. Though.
Now, seating wise, do you feel squished?
No,
Nice. I've never been to an NFL stadium before.
They're
I'm
huge.
a pretty big guy too. Like I wasn't.
You're skinny.
I wasn't, yeah, I'm skinny.
I've been to the Bills Stadium and I've been to Husky. They don't call it Heinz Field anymore. It's like a Kaiser Stadium.
I lied. I went to the Bill Stadium when I went to a One Direction concert.
Hey,
So one time I went.
you went to Highmark.
Yeah.
It's pretty horrible, huh? The concert was probably good, but the stadium was pretty bad.
I don't
We're
really
getting a
remember
brand
it.
new stadium, so Joe, keep
Wait,
the comments
do
in your head.
stadiums have
Hit the
roofs on
applause
them?
button for that.
Wait, with
I love for yay.
Woo, go Bills! Bills Mafia! Woo! Josh Allen, I love you.
Now, on a serious note, like the only thing that would have been better is if they moved to Toronto, because like the Bills are an important part of the NFL. But if they would have just left Buffalo and moved to Toronto, or pretty much anywhere else, because I just think like the city of Buffalo, like I may get some, bad feedback, but I'm not a fan.
Be
of
nice,
Buffalo.
guys.
Oh, I love their food, their pizza.
Pretty.
You know,
dirty.
I like Anchor Bar, and I've heard from like 3 or 4 people that they do not like it.
I feel like Anchor Bar is like, if you're not from Buffalo, you're going to go there for wings, but there's probably better spots, like local spots. I like Anchor Bar's pizza. They have really good pizza, in my opinion.
And they always have that one guy as the host.
Yes,
He's
the
not going
same
anywhere.
guy. Yes.
Remember when we went, those kids, they're like, let's go shove our faces in snow to get the imprint. So we're like, okay.
And down the street, actually, from Anchor Bar, there's a really good ice cream place. So, like, nobody goes to, but I do. It's really good. It's like a cream.
Oh, yeah, I think we saw
Remember
that.
what there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so, Joe. Okay. Cross sport scenario time. Imagine if a Knicks player could switch to playing football for the Cowboys or vice versa. Who do you think would excel and in what position?
That's been popular. It's been a popular debate throughout the sports world. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
So
That's
cross
hard.
sports. All right. So if a Knicks player was going to cross over into the NFL, I guess I'll go with.
Wait, it's one player?
I'll go with Miles McBride.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He's a tough. He hasn't played too well in the playoffs. So his defense.
Who's
is kinda
he?
weak.
Is it the
He's
guy
a,
on your
he's
shirt?
a backup point guard.
Is he on your
He's
shirt?
pretty tough.
No,
He's pretty tough, but he'd be like a good defensive back.
I
could see him
agree.
play a
I like
corner.
that. Now, opposite, can you give us the other way around?
So NFL, it has to be from my team, from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm just gonna go probably with like CD Lamb.
Oh,
yeah, that's
CeeDee
good.
Lamb.
He could jump.
He didn't get traded or anything or moved to a different team?
Nah, he's a top 3 receiver. I mean,
Did you guys get any
Jerry
trades?
Jones would be an idiot to trade him.
Right. I love how I call him Jerry Rice. Who is that name sounds so familiar
Wait.
as well.
Jerry Rice?
Yeah.
Isn't that a
Are
football
you
player?
serious?
That's a football player, right?
Yeah, he's like known as like the GOAT of receivers.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
Wait,
girls
I
know
did say
something
Jerry
that you
Rice
know.
earlier. I went Jerry Rice when we were talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Guys, it's the last names. I said Michael Jackson instead of Michael Jordan, Jerry Rice instead of
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. He's
Jerry-
iconic.
Is Jerry Jones the richest NFL owner?
Probably.
I think he is. I mean, we're the richest. We're the most valuable franchise
Yeah.
Yeah.
of all sports.
They have a really good theme song.
Santina, we should be on the Cowgirls, right? This was the Dallas Cowgirls.
I
right?
was
Sure.
obsessed with that
Cheerleader
show. They were kind of mean on there. Not the cheerleaders, but the coaches.
Yeah, because they have like a strict protocol that they want. Like they have like the Dallas look.
There was this one girl where like she posted not like anything really bad on Facebook. I think she was like in like a bikini, and like they cut her from the team.
Aw,
You're out.
peace. You look better than me, so you're out.
Okay. Well, Joe, which cartoon character would you choose as your coach for the Knicks?
Which cartoon character would I want to be?
This
be
is
the
a
coach of the
serious
Knicks?
question.
Cartoon character.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wasn't big on cartoons, so
Barney.
no, he wasn't a cartoon.
Elmo.
Those are like puppets. And
Let's do Pinocchio.
those weren't
King
cartoons.
Kong.
All right, so
Godzilla.
man, that's a tough question. You guys really think outside the box with these questions here.
Thank you,
So
Jeanine. Okay, let me help you. You have SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward,
Mr. Krabs.
Mr.
all
Krabs.
losers, all dummies.
Losers. At least SpongeBob is.
The Flintstones. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Cat Dog. Dog Cat. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Why can't I think of any more?
I'll go with Tommy Pickles.
Wait, who is he? Wait.
He was a baby from Rugrats.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Because, compared to his peers, he was like the main character and he thought things out. I mean, I know
Yeah.
he's just a
Is
baby.
that the one that talked like this?
I know he's just
I'm
a
Tommy
baby.
Pickles.
That was actually really good.
I know he's just a baby, but I'm projecting that he's a grown adult now and his brain developed more. So
And that honestly says a lot about your character, Joe.
I would choose the mean girl in it. The one,
Oh,
Angelica.
yeah, because she just knows what she wants. So I think she would be a great leader.
How about Charlie Brown?
Snoopy.
I'd let Snoopy run. I think Snoopy would be good for the Cowboys.
What about Scooby Doo? Shaggy.
Oh, I don't know what the ball is, Shaggy.
well, Fred was like the leader there, right? Scooby Doo. So Fred.
But imagine Scooby being... Well, should challenge that. Can we have a replay? Well, Shaggy, I don't know if we should run that play. Shaggy, I disagree with the ref.
Okay, anyways,
Someone want to tell them that we're trying to be serious here?
what about the Knicks?
What about them?
Cartoon. That was for the Cowboys, right? The cartoon.
No, I thought it was for the Knicks.
No, didn't I say? I think I
I
said
thought we
Cowboys.
said Cowboys with
Yeah,
Snoopy.
now for the Knicks.
Oh, I'm going to keep the same coach. I'm going to go with Tommy Pickles.
Is he still gonna wear the diaper?
No, he's an adult now. He can wear the diapers.
They make
underneath
adult
the suit.
diapers.
Underneath the suit.
But what about Scooby as a ref?
Row.
False start. Number 13, offense, full start. For automatic first down, Shaggy.
Tommy Pickles. Ref, I disagree with.
And then what about Squidward?
Peter Griffin.
Can you do a Peter?
Lois.
Coach.
Oh my God, when he got hurt.
Yeah.
Imagine Lois as the players. Come on, players. God, that
Wait.
was so funny.
Wait, how's Patrick? Wait, how's I think
Patrick's jar.
This has really gone off the rails here.
I think we should wait, Coach. What about a tush push? Coach, I think that was a false start.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, speaking of laughter, Joe. Okay, we're on our last question for you before we kind of do a little bit of a recap of what's been going on with the NBA playoffs. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of helium before playing?
What sport?
Would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of helium.
Oh my gosh, tennis.
Yeah. When they're grunting, that's a good one.
The dog.
Yeah, tennis would be a good one.
Imagine
Golf. I mean, when they're talking.
Oh my gosh.
what about football?
Blue 52, say it.
That would be good. I didn't.
Right?
Oh my gosh. No.
That's a pretty obvious answer. I have to go
Right.
football. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Yeah.
What about cheerleading?
No.
Oh, they kind of. I mean, they have to do the high pitched voice, right, to get people to hear them.
That was so
Oh, that was good. Well, Joe, to wrap up our episode here, we're really thankful that you came on. We're going to talk about the playoffs. What's been going on, right? We have Thunder, Mavericks, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Celtics, Cavaliers, Pacers, and Knicks left. Okay. Thunder, Mavericks 2-2. Timberwolves and Nuggets 2-2. Pacers and Knicks 2-2. Cavs and Celtics and Cavs 3-1. They're 2-2 right now, right? 3 out of 4 teams are 2-2. Joe, as a fan, what is that kind of like demonstrating to you that 3 out of the 4 teams are kind of having the same score right now? What's in your mind when you think that?
It shows it's pretty even. Right now, the playoffs are open. I mean, the Celtics probably look like the best team in the East.
Yeah.
And out West, it's pretty open because, like, the Nuggets fought back from a 0-2 lead.
Right.
Do you think the Knicks games are going to be as nail-biting as the last round?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt, because, Tom Thibodeau has the players always playing, so no matter
Coach
what.
Tibbs.
They're gonna
Coach Uncle
even though they
Rob,
didn't play last game,
How do you...
they sort of.
It was a blowout. I was hoping that we would skip over that. Well, how do you feel about Coach Tibbs always having the players play like a lot, really not taking breaks? There's been, both sides. People are saying like this is a bad move on him. You're always having I almost said the kids. You're always having them play, but then the other side are like, well, he's the coach. He knows what he's doing for his team. What's your thought on that?
You play them. You play the best players to win the game.
I would be like, can I sit down at least for 5 minutes?
If we get ahead and there's a big enough lead, then they can get their rest. But other than that, you got to play. Did you see the quote Josh Hart had?
He was yelling back at like the fans, right?
No. He had a quote where he goes like,
never mind.
they're just playing the game,
Right.
They're not 12-hour workers that go to work and put in 12-hour shifts.
Right. But was his response to the media and fans saying, yeah, that was his response.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry then. I thought you were talking
Joe,
about
it's
on the
all
court
right.
back to back.
No. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, well, I hope that the Knicks can pull through. Again, fingers crossed. We're in New York tonight. Anything could happen. And I'm kind of voting for the Timberwolves. I feel like they've been playing very well, and I hope to see them rise out of they'd be West, right?
Yep.
Do you feel the same? Are you rooting for the Timberwolves? Do you like the Mavericks? Who are you hoping comes out of that conference?
Well, I'm rooting for the Timberwolves from Mike, and I like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is like my new favorite player in the league.
Who's that one guy? Remember, he was really popular from college, and then his shoe broke in one of the games.
Zion.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He's always injured. He plays for the Pelicans.
Really?
Oh, go Pelicans! But I love you, New York. Well, Joe, to wrap up this spectacular evening,
This is really nice.
Yes, this has been really nice having you on the podcast and all of your insights.
Really opening up.
We would like you to ask us one question.
Bonus.
One question about sports, like our opinion, the situations.
Okay.
Whoa. Sorry, you have the floor.
How much research? About how many total hours of research do you guys put in on sports before preparing to review the past weeks in sports?
Like, if I'm literally being honest, it's really all Johnny.
We do it together. We watch the games together.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's all about watching the games in live action, getting those real life reactions, that those plays are going to kind of hold a grip on you that you're going to remember and you want to talk about it. It's also about, talking to people about sports, watching the, what's it called? Inside the NBA. Yeah, with Shaq, watching those and just like getting different.
Shaq.
We love him. Getting different perspectives and things like that. So it's really like days worth, because we want to be able to provide the best.
The Super Bowl game was very boring to watch.
Oh my God. Yeah, throwback.
That was
Throwback.
so boring.
But yeah, that was a great question, Joe. Thank you so much. Well, Joe, thank you so much for coming on this podcast today. We have been so honored and so thrilled to have you here. Make some noise, guys, for Joe.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate it, bro.
Well, if you like this episode, make sure you follow us along on Girls Gone Sports Pod on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook, Girls Gone Sports Podcast, and you can also find us anywhere that you stream your podcast: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. Search us up, and you will find us. Thank you much, Joe. Or thank you so much, Joe.
Like and subscribe.
Yes,
Carla,
like and subscribe.
You cry too much. Faces stink. They're bums.
Amen. Well, thank you, Knicks for life. Well, until next time, guys, we have been Girls Gone Sports Podcast.
They wanna have fun. Oh,